You good?
Hey everybody, David Hancock here with Morgan James Publishing. How you doing? Hey, I'm at Author 101 again in Atlanta, and I've got Hutch with me, the author of, wait, can you see this? Speaking Mastery, which comes out in just a few months, but I wanted to share just a few words with him. In fact, he was so kind enough to actually share a few words with you. So what do you think?
So a couple things. One, my background in speaking and authoring is a result of my spending 8+ years managing Tony Robbins' speaking empire and seminar company from the mid-'80s to the mid-'90s. And when I had the opportunity to write a book and look for a publisher, I sought out Rick Frischman, who put me in touch with Dave Hancock. So,
you know Rick.
So I had the opportunity to meet with lots of publishers, given the background that I have, but I immediately sought out Morgan Publishing for three reasons. Number one, we needed to get a book, a quality book out right away, and Morgan was able to deliver on that promise. We had a formidable customer, Cisco Systems, that told us if we're able to get a book out, they could take our training and our speaking around the world. And you guys were able to deliver on that. Our book was published last month and it'll be distributed in the stores in December timeframe, so about 3 months. I don't think there's any publisher, in fact I'm convinced there's not a publisher today that can meet the timeframes that Morgan James has, number one.
No stress, by the way.
Number two, the intention behind letting our clients know that our book was coming out has enabled us to double our fees, and we now command $16,500 per day per corporate client, and we're able to do that because of the success of publishing with Morgan James, number two. And number three, just the sphere of influence and the people that we've been able to meet here at Author 101 you can't find elsewhere. And the net of all that is you can't afford not to know what Morgan and Rick you can't afford not to know what David and Rick are doing at Morgan James, and I highly recommend them. They're terrific people. Life's too short not to be surrounded with people that are making things happen, and these guys are making things happen. I encourage you to come to Author 101, and if you've got a book inside you, make sure you get to these guys. Thanks.
Man, I really appreciate that. See, I've been telling you the truth. You can charge more and negotiate less, and it's almost funny when you announce to the world that you've been picked up by a major publisher. Things start to change immediately. You don't have to wait for that day that the book actually comes in. You start taking advantage of it right now. And guys, man, you did that.
We did that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.